Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Dwayne Golden, and it's been a while. I've talked to many of you since I think Sunday night in our live Facebook and live YouTube. Starting next week, we'll be back on our regularly scheduled Wednesday leadership circle for those of you that are part of our leadership circle. But I just want to ask you, you're watching. How many of you are watching what's going on? Much of our world has attempted to mislead people in our industry to believe that shiny new objects are actually better when they're just not. Just about 4 or 5 months ago, the world was all streaming towards Ether. It's the way to go. In that process, many have created the height in the fees that occur with Ether. Then, of course, came the new wave. I think I counted last month about 74 new Tron companies, which are not bad. Ether and Tron are both very good altcoins. But in fact, that's what they are, altcoins. Are you watching? Did you notice over the last, 4.5 months, you watched Bitcoin go from high 8,000 now up to 14,000 and crossing over to 15 back and forth? How many of you are watching? We know that since the halving, it typically takes about 18 months or so before Bitcoin will rise to its highest points. It will go up and it'll correct itself and go back down, but the lows are always higher. For a while there in August, we saw that the new low was crossed 9,000. We were all happy. Then in September, we saw the new low was over 10,000. Then in October, we saw the new low go to the low in mid-11s. And now, hitting November, it's only the 5th of the month, and what do we see? The new low, temporarily, or at least until the correction occurs, is at the high 14, low 15. We don't know where this will stop and before it makes a full correction, but we do know that the growth of Bitcoin, had you been growing Bitcoin, what it would be worth now. If you earned $300,000 in Ether or Tron and kept it there as an altcoin, how much did it grow over the last 5 months? If you made $300,000 in Bitcoin, which would be about 30 Bitcoin, what would it be worth? What's it be? 30? It would have been 30 5 months ago, right? Right at 30. But the question is, what would that be worth right now, knowing that for each Bitcoin, it would have grown by $5,000 or $6,000? Do your math. We knew what we were doing when we reached towards going 100% Bitcoin. With all the things we're working on for the new year, trust me, all of it is long-term decisions. It's all based on long-term decisions. And we know that Bitcoin is the best long-term decision. As it narrows in how many are made and it increases in its value, as it is, of course, the flagship cryptocurrency, we know that that was the best model. So we're not going backwards on that. We just want to encourage you all, if you're consuming your Bitcoin, why don't you use fiat jobs, right? Get a temporary job and make your money to pay your bills. But when you get Bitcoin, sit on it, grow it. Grow it. Some of you have already earned more than one Bitcoin and you're new at this stuff, but you've already spent it because you're taking something as valuable as cryptocurrency and you're using it to consume, to pay your electric bill, your car, to buy food. If possible, store some. If you can't store it all, store some. If you need to, moonlight. Do something else for fiat, but grow your Bitcoin and you sit on it. Tomorrow's wealthy people will be those who could withstand the storms of today, of the volatility, and will gain and gather as many of these things as they can. That's why we gave you 100% commissions, so that you can keep it all, not use it all, keep it all. Use what you have to, but store the rest so it can grow with it. This is Dwayne Golden. I send you my love and care, and look out for some cool live Facebook and YouTubes over the weekend. Then, of course, back to our leadership circle next week. Just wanted to give a shout out. Lots of love to you guys. Take care.